Hey, I'm Papa D, and you found Black Powder Felon. Today on Black Powder Felon, we are going to talk about 1.99 density black powder in a revolver, a 44 caliber revolver. I'll be using a Colt frame for an 1860/1851. It is a brass frame. I have 5 different barrel lengths to go with that frame, and I have 5 different cylinders to load. I'm going to load these cylinders off the gun on a press that has a hard stop. I'm using 25 grains by weight, and I am shooting for a 30 grain volume, so the difference in the volume I'll make up with grits. That way I have the ball compressed to the same depth, and everything will be as consistent as I possibly can get it before we hit the range. You're going to see some test results after each barrel length. That's the chronograph readings. I did have a few shots that didn't read, and that was my fault. I'm using Athlon. The thing reads if you're doing your part, and of course I got a little too comfortable, and in my course of shooting I got a little out of position for the chronograph to read, so I had to make some adjustments. The fewest shots I have are 3 on a particular barrel length, and that is good enough so that we can see exactly what that is trying to do anyhow. I'm also an idiot. I forgot to press record when I was shooting the 7.5-inch barrel, so I don't have any video of that. I do have some good chronograph results for that, so I'll throw in something as a filler that lets you know that's supposed to be where the 7.5-inch barrel is. All right, guys, there we go. Off to the range, and we'll take a look at this and see how it goes. Well, as you can see, it was pretty nasty and it was pretty slow. Fairly consistent though. I had a couple of shots that were here and there out of line with other chambers in the cylinder, but I don't know if that's not a cylinder chamber problem. Something might be a little different about that particular chamber ream or whatever. I'm going to follow that and see if that anomaly follows that particular cylinder, and I will actually try to get down to the point where I'm marking that exact chamber that has that anomaly if it seems to repeat. And maybe we can kind of take a look at that and see if even our gun might be affecting what we're trying to test. The results that I got from that, I'm actually going to take the rest of that powder. I was thinking about going ahead and taking some of that powder and loading some cartridges with it, but it is so far off of what that powder should be doing. I'm going to skip it. It's not worth it. I'm just going to throw it back in the ball mill, grind it back down, and we're going to move to another density test using the same exact powder, just pressed and pucked and ground and glazed to a different density. We're going to end up doing several different densities before it's done, just so we can see what's best in the pistol and how the barrel lengths affect the performance based off the density and all that kind of good stuff. Plus, in the whole big picture of these tests, I'm gonna be using the same frame, the same brass frame, and we'll see if we get any appreciable wear in that frame over a period of time and how it acts, how it holds up. All right, I'm at the end of my drive and at the end of the video, so I'm going to leave you with this thought. If you're going to think for yourself, at least base those thoughts off of some form of scientific information. Go out and do something to support black powder sporting every day. See you later. Papa D out.